It's Richard with ABC, and I'm speaking with Mario from VAPORE. And just explain a little bit about where your company is and where you came from, and what it is you guys do.
Well, we are certified vapor technology, so we have over 40 years of history in Europe and Italy, and we're celebrating our 20th anniversary here in North America. We're basically the pioneers that brought vapor technology to Canada and the US, started in Canada, and now we've made our push to the States. So we're here with a full line of ecological vapor cleaning systems. Just to clean and disinfect your home with vapor, no chemicals, no soap, no detergents.
Yeah, I know that vapor and steam cleaning has become a lot more popular because people are more eco-conscious now. They're worried about the chemicals. And these guys, obviously, were the first ones to come in and do this type of thing. Would you mind showing me a couple of your products here and just let me know which one's the better ones, what they do?
So, this is the D50. It's our continuous fill model. What it means to have a continuous fill system basically is that on the back of the unit you have access to a cold water reservoir that's going to feed the boiler through a pump. So you can add water as often as you need without having to stop.
Just so I know that means that even though it's really hot, you can still...
You can add water without opening anything yet. So, what differentiates basically vapor and steam is two elements. To have a vapor system, you need heat and you need pressure. If you're lacking any one of those two elements, you have a steam machine. Basically what the difference will come down to is the system's ability to perform over extended use. So in our boiler we're attaining a temperature that's so high that the minerals are actually separating from the water. So the vapor that's coming out of my system is demineralized.
Wow.
Vapor by definition is a gas. So we're working 4 to 6% humidity. So any surface that you're going to be cleaning, whether you're talking about carpets, mattresses, pillows, sofas, you want to dry clean your curtains, do your coats at home, winter coats, ceramic tiles, hardwood floors, walls, ceilings, windows, mirrors, bathrooms, kitchens, cars, and the list goes on and on. You're looking at, on a fabric, 5 to 10 minutes is completely dry. Any other surface will be cleaned and disinfected in one pass.
So now you've got some hardwood and some tile floors that sit right over here. And that's what a lot of people are worried about now because the decorating trends have switched mostly to hard floors. Everybody's got tiles, hardwoods, and so they're looking for ways to keep those sanitized and clean. Did you want to do a quick demo?
So, we'll start with the wood. So basically this is a little bit of an extreme case. What somebody would do is they would pass the vacuum first to pick up all the big stuff, and then they would pass with the vapor in order to clean and disinfect the surface. So all of my systems have a regulator knob that allows you to regulate the pressure from 0 to whatever the maximum is for that particular unit. Now this plays a very important role because depending on the surface that you're cleaning, you're going to be able to regulate the amount of pressure that you're using. Not all surfaces require the same amount of pressure. More delicate surfaces require less pressure, for the main reason that you want to have at the least amount of condensation possible on these particular surfaces. So, what I can do is I can show you, for a hardwood floor, we would reduce the pressure, because on a hardwood floor, what I need to eliminate is static electricity. So, reduce my pressure.
And what is that you're picking up there, or what was on the floor?
That was baking soda, dust, anything to simulate the light film that will accumulate over time on the surface. Because on a hardwood floor, static electricity is going to attract a majority of the dust. So to eliminate static electricity on a hardwood floor, you need two elements. You need a little bit of humidity and you need heat. So by removing the static electricity, you're going to notice that your hardwood floors are not going to attract dust as fast, so they're going to stay cleaner a lot longer.
And that looks like it's drying really quickly too.
Because we're working at such a low humidity, there's really no flood that's being created on any surface. And another thing that needs to be kept in mind on a hardwood floor is that you always want to remain in motion. The worst thing that somebody could do is have the vapor going and stay in the same spot without moving. That's when you risk damaging delicate surfaces. Now, on tile, it's a little bit of a different situation, being that on ceramic, it's a much more resilient surface. So, grout cleaning has become a very difficult task as of late, and I always ask the question to people, how do you clean your grout? And I always get the same two answers. The first answer is I'm on my hands and knees with a toothbrush, and the second answer is I don't do it because it's too complicated, it's too difficult, it takes too much time.
Very tough to get in there a lot of times.
So now, with the system, you have the tools necessary for perimeter cleaning. So I can increase my pressure a little bit more. Grout cleaning would be done. So you would do a 10, 12 square foot surface, and then you would finish with your large brush to do the remaining section of the tile while picking up everything that you just pulled out of the grout.
One thing I noticed right away was when you were cleaning that, compared to something that the people are used to using, maybe a Euro prototype cleaner, just some of the cheaper models, this was really putting a lot of pressure on it. Really cool.
And I'm only at 50% pressure on my unit.
That's just 50%. So the capabilities are even more.
So then you would finish the whole floor for the section vapor with your towel. And that's the way that you would do your ceramic, your marble, your granite, terracotta, linoleum, any floor that you really wanted to do. If you have carpets, we use the same technique, the brush with the towel on it. So,
yeah, I noticed some people will use it on the carpet, but I noticed when you were doing this right here, it just seems to be where a lot of people have expensive flooring. They're putting them in the homes now. This can really clean them well without worrying about damage. You can affect the power if you have hardwood, it's people transition, so you've got that ability.
And the flexibility to move from one surface to another very easily. Very easily.
You can also do the carpet, right?
Yeah. So, for the carpet, what you would do with a towel, and you're just guiding the unit on the surface where you need to go. So you notice that I'm not scrubbing like a madman, which is what we've been trained as a society to do when it comes to cleaning. And then all the dirt gets picked up on your towel.
Oh, that's great. So now, when you're cleaning the carpet though, is that also sanitizing? I mean, I know people have allergy concerns, they're worried about dust mites and things like that. Is that getting in there? And
because we're working with such a high temperature, you're getting into the fibers of the carpet, you're opening up the pile, you're allowing all the dirt to come to the surface, because we work on the basis of physics. Dirt and bacteria are broken down by heat and pressure, and dirt is attracted to heat. That's why with my system with no vacuum, I'm able to pick up the dirt that's coming out of the carpet.
so you're just cleaning it, you're sanitizing.
You're disinfecting at the same time. We're the only company certified, we have all the scientific certifications for destruction of viruses, bacteria, microorganisms, and that includes bed bugs, dust mites, ticks, lice.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for your time, Mario.
Thank you. Pleasure.
It's Richard again, and it's Mario with VAPORE.